Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Rockies have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Robin Roberts will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
At the plate, DJ LeMahieu, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Colorado, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here comes the first pitch. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat, ball 1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
2-0 now. And the pitch. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time. And the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Todd Helton, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. One and 1 to the Rockies' first baseman. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. What Ed does, he gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Ball 2. Tulowitzki leads off first with 1 away. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Luzinski is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 4th, the right fielder, Larry Walker.
So digging in now, Larry Walker, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. From the stretch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 2 out with the man at first. He pulls this one into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Arenado is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you could tell. He is just super confident against right-handed.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. German Marquez will be on the mound for the Rocks. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Marquez might have the best stuff in this rotation right now. Big fastball, and I mean big. 95 to 100 miles an hour with movement. Good hard breaking ball. One of the best kept secrets in the game. If he's throwing strikes, could be a long night for those guys swinging the bats.
In now, Jimmy Rollins. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1. These Rockies guys, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Behind 0-2 now. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Chase Utley is looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
So now to the plate, Chuck Klein. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Carlos Gonzalez.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1. 0-1, go play.
Now the 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind the count at times.
The 2-2. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Striding in, Ellis Burks, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Luzinski is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. Set to get his day started, Joe Girard. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Girard playing here in his age 29 season. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Dick Allen.
Settling in now, Dick Allen. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the second here with no score. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. Shoots this one over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now to the plate, Greg Luzinski. He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that tape.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First pitch of the at-bat. Shane Victorino is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Just the 2nd inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. With the lowest team ERA in the league, it's clear they typically post solid outing after solid outing. And one of the members of their coaching staff told me a big part of that has come from their ability to limit the long ball. a category they also lead the league in. He said that forces the opposing lineups to really string together hits in order to score, because a bloop and a blast is just not something you're going to get off of us. Guys, this appears to be a really tough group of pitchers to barrel up.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch on its way. Herman Marquez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
On the ground to third. Gloved by Schmidt. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one away now in the Colorado third, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Third inning, no score to this point. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. One and two to DJ LeMahieu.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Now batting, shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki.
To the plate now, Troy Tulowitzki, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Now the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Klein is there, 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Todd Helton. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Mike Lieberthal.
The catcher, Mike Lieberthal.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Walker has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Robin Roberts. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. A 1-1. And it's fouled away. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate, Jimmy Rollins. That's popped up. Tulowitzki has a play, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Larry Walker. He singled his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he takes a cold strike 1. Left side. Schmidt has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next to Colorado.
So striding forward now, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Luzinski is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Standing in, Carlos Gonzalez. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fouled away. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
The 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Payoff pitch one more time. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Popped him up. Lieberthal is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Chase Utley.
Chase Utley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2-0 count, the pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next to
At the plate, Chuck Klein.
the right fielder, Chuck Klein.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh. 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Lifted the other way to left center. That gets down, and the Phillies' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Now batting.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
At the plate now, Mike Schmidt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Two balls and no strikes to Mike Schmidt.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the payoff pitch home, and that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Digging in to try it again, Dick Allen. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First and second now, one man out. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Here's the 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, left fielder, Greg Luzinski.
Digging in, Greg Luzinski. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. The 3-2. Turned on down the line. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple through 4. Still tied, 0-0. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Rockies.
Into the box now, Ellis Burks. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Striding in once again, Joe Girard. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for Colorado.
Stepping into the box, Herman Marquez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And now a pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Schmidt's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Into the box, Shane Victorino. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1's the count. Oh. 1-0.
1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Now at the plate, Mike Lieberthal. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, Lieberthal stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Here it comes, 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Squared that one up just a little late. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. A runner at second, nobody out. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. The fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Pickoff move to second and a dive, but he's back. Into the box now, Robin Roberts. As the first pitch years have been high, it's ball 1. The 1-0. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it, and there's out number 2.
Batter number 11.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jimmy Rollins. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Bouncer to the left side. Tulowitzki's there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Troy Tulowitzki waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
In now, Troy Tulowitzki. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Rocket to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Stepping in now, Todd Helton. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 1-0 delivery. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. No one out with a runner at second. He stays alive, still 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Three-two pitch. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Larry Walker. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's set, and the pitch. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the belt, kicks and deals. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. From the belt, the pitch.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And the pitch on 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Back up the middle. He's right there. A bare hand for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Now batting.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, this one's going to upset him for a little bit. You make the pitcher work the way he did right there, and that's the end result. That one sticks with you for a while.
He's set. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. And a swing and a miss here. So it took him 31 pitches, but the side is finally retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Colorado's out in front, 2-0. So stepping in, Chase Utley. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box, Chuck Klein, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-0.
Down 1-1.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Nipped the corner. 2-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here comes the first pitch. Mike Schmidt is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now here's the pitch.
Nope, that's not. Ball 2.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Pitch popped up. Tulowitzki waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail it here 2-0. Chris Short is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 41, Chris Short.
Digging in once again, Ellis Burks. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Ellis Burks.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. Short has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them.
No, he's not, Matty V, but what he does do, he does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Ellis Burks goes down for the first out in the 7th inning.
You're wrong.
So now to the plate, Joe Girard, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Another 0-2 coming. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, German Marquez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Count 1-2.
Line, but speared on a hop.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Rockies are out in front, 2-0. Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Dick Allen.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Phillies have cut the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 game.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
At the plate, Greg Luzinski. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here's the pitch.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Drilled to the right side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Jimenez comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 38.
Standing in now, Shane Victorino. Lifted the other way down the left field line. On the move is Gonzalez. But this will land untouched. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Here it comes, 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes count.
A runner at first with no outs here. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Well, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Mike Lieberthal is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. Shoots this one over to first. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Lenny Dykes will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 4, Lenny Dykes.
And a ball 1-0. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate. And that usually means damage done.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Three and 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jimmy Rollins. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to minimize the damage here. One and 0. Here it is. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Burks is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching as they strand the potential tying run at third. But the Phils draw a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Aaron Nola has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27, Aaron.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he can hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
1 ball, no strikes to count. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box now, Troy Tulowitzki. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Stepping in now, Todd Helton. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. And now pitch on the way. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Again, a 1-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Brian Fuentes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Brian Fuentes.
So striding in, Chase Utley, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fuentes, a California-born ball player. He's a 9-year Major League vet. The 0-1 on its way.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. LeMahieu stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Now batting, Chuck Klein. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 1-0 home.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
The 1-1 home. To 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Here's a bouncing ball headed to LeMahieu at second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Mike Schmidt. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Phillies down in order. They're down 2-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Larry Walker. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
This is line to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Stepping into the box, Nolan Arenado. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
First pitch on its way. Comes set and the 0-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Runner's back. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Smoke toward the hole. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Carlos Gonzalez is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 delivery. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
In now, Ellis Burks, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Joe Girard. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch coming. Here it is. A little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now a flare out to left center. And he delivers with 2 outs in the ninth. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Eric Young.
A ball and no strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. Change up low, 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. Rockies lead this one 4-1. Adam Ottavino takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Leading off the inning, Dick Allen, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's the ball. 0-1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery.
2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Let it rip that time 3-0, but the fastball's by him. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Greg Luzinski. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. To second now, but he's safe as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
All right, here we go, making things interesting with an RBI knock to cut the deficit to 2. Maybe we can get this offense going.
Ready now, Shane Victorino. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First offering on its way. Swinging a liner back through the box. Throw to first is in time for the first down. So a big moment in the ball game here. Mike Lieberthal, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Lieberthal is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And it's fouled away. A man at third with one away. Grounded back up the middle. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, Devo. A runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the runner.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
1-0 count. Here it is. Now a hard liner. Foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Gabe White comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Number 36, Gabe White.
Stepping in, Jimmy Rollins. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
From the stretch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
The 0-1. One and two now. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
To the plate now, Chase Utley. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base and 2 men gone here in the ninth. The set and the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Philly down to their last strike. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Back goes Gonzalez. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
Six to 4 the outcome today. The Phillies capitalized on a huge 9th inning on the way to the win. Aaron Nola gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rockies, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.